Broadcasting in high definition. Channel 11 News starts with breaking news.
Hello and welcome to the local news. Today we'll be talking about recent elections and poor voter turnout. The percentage of voter turnout this year has seen a huge decrease, leading us to ask, why aren't Americans voting? We went out to the street and asked citizens some basic questions regarding voting and their participation in the recent elections.
Is voter turnout really a threat to our democracy?
What's voter turnout?
Voter turnout is a percent of eligible voters who vote in our elections, and right now we have a low voter turnout. It's a threat to our democracy because not everyone's interest is being represented.
What causes low voter turnout?
I don't know, we should do some research.
After we watch The Walking Dead.
We're out here today in South Central taking a poll on how many people are actually registered to vote and whether or not they voted in the last primary election.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I did.
No, I haven't. No.
Not yet.
No, I didn't. I never actually had a chance to.
Yeah. It seems that the majority have not voted or have not registered to vote. Let's look at the reasons why.
I haven't had the time to vote because sometimes it's pretty difficult to register to vote and have and do the application process and all of that.
Because it's too much. It's too complicated.
I haven't had time. Some much things have been happening in life right now, so it's kind of a show to actually go, even though I'm for the country.
Because of my overtime and work. Never really interested.
Not a specific reason. I just haven't,
I have not registered and I don't vote because it's useless. I think the elections are fixed.
I feel like in South Central LA, our votes are not counted right. They don't take our votes seriously on this side.
So how do we fix this problem of low voter turnout? We decided there was no one better to ask than the people themselves. Some of the solutions we came up with included advertising voting through Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and other mediums to reach the age that is least likely to come and vote, ages 18 to 21.
Our other solution included voting by mail. It's a more accessible and easier way for the public to kind of get involved.
Let's see how the public reacts to these solutions.
Specifically for Los Angeles, where voter turnout's like in the single digits, it's a huge issue now because failure to change means that there's a failure in interest among the collective amount of people here. So there just needs to be a bigger awareness. Social media is great because in the world ruled by technology, it's a great way to access it. I think that voting should be allowed to do online. You should be able to vote from your smartphone and be able to go ahead and easily access it wherever you go. There needs to be a single funnel of good information out there instead of having to look for it. And there needs to be more impact to address the issues like poverty and education, which are heavily linked to voter turnout.
In my case, I'm a flight attendant, and always we are trying to access the internet, always just trying to find something, and I think it's the best.
Well, I feel like social media is only going to be geared towards younger people because a lot of the people are like anti-computers and everything like that. So for them, you would still need to do like the register, the mail thing. Like I vote by mail because I know I'm not going to go to a poll. Like if it's turn up or go to a poll, I'm not going to a poll. And
being honest.
So I know that like my mom gets all her ballots through mail, so that's how like she gets all the information through mail. She'll maybe go on the internet, but not really. So only how you reach those people is like through mail, maybe email. I know they do that.
For me, it was kind of like at school, my AP Gov teacher like actually gave me a pamphlet to like register. So I just kind of like used that, and I did, and I think that was like why I just wanted to do it, because everybody else is doing it, and I'm like peer pressure.
I think the problem with low voter turnout is people have apathy. People think that their vote doesn't really count, that it won't make much difference. People have got to realise that their vote does. But if, for example, they're voting for a minority party that they think doesn't stand a chance of getting in, or something that doesn't stand a chance of getting heard, they think, well, what's the point of voting? And that's why it's very, very difficult. The bigger parties or the bigger issues that the majority of people vote for, there might be one or two choices, okay, and it'll be one of those that maybe gets heard or carried forward. But to encourage people to come out more and vote is very, very difficult.
Mails, nobody wants now to read all the garbage of the trash, but I think better is Facebook or all the media that we can access every day. I think people increase to vote more,
Yeah.
access on Facebook or Instagram or all this media. I think it's a good idea.
Well, that is something. Now it's time for a commercial break, but when we come back, we'll see how gerrymandering is also a threat to our democracy.